Once upon a time, in a nursery filled with beautiful toys, there was a little Velveteen rabbit. He was made of soft, velvety fabric with shiny black eyes, but he wasn't as new or as fancy as the other toys. The other toys, made of wood, metal, and porcelain, looked at him and thought he wasn't special. They were beautiful and shiny, and the rabbit, though loved, felt plain. One day, the wise old skin horse, who had been in the nursery for many years, explained to the rabbit how toys become real. Real isn't how you're made, the skin horse said. It's a thing that happens when a child loves you for a long time. When a child loves you enough, you become real. The rabbit was curious. Does it hurt to become real? He asked. Sometimes, the skin horse replied, but it's the best thing that can happen to you. The Velveteen rabbit longed to be real. He dreamed of being loved by a child, not just played with, but truly loved. He wished for a special connection, just like the other toys had with their owners. One day, a little boy came into the nursery. He was kind and gentle, and he immediately noticed the rabbit. "Look at this soft bunny," the boy said. "I'm going to keep you as my favorite." The boy took the Velveteen rabbit into his arms, and from that moment, the rabbit was loved every day. The boy took him to bed, held him tight, and even carried him around the house. The rabbit was so happy, and as the days went by, he felt something wonderful happen. His fur started to get softer, and his eyes, though a little duller, sparkled with happiness. The rabbit's life became filled with love and adventure. The boy took him outside to play, and though the rabbit's fur began to wear thin and his seams became loose, he didn't mind. He was happy to be loved by the boy, and in return, he gave all his heart to him. But after some time, the boy became very sick. He had to stay in bed, and the rabbit stayed by his side, comforting him through his illness. Though the boy couldn't play with him as much, he still held the rabbit close, and the rabbit felt more real than ever before. Once the boy recovered, the doctor told the family to get rid of any toys that might carry germs, and so the rabbit was placed in a box. Forgotten in a corner, the rabbit felt sad, but peaceful. He had been loved, and that was enough to make him real. One day, the nurse came in to clean and found the rabbit in the box. She decided he was too old and worn out to keep. She threw him out into the garden. The rabbit lay there, alone and forgotten. But as he rested in the garden, something magical happened. A fairy appeared and waved her wand. With a flash of light, the Velveteen rabbit was transformed into a real rabbit. His velvety fur became soft and smooth, his ears perked up, and his nose twitched. He was no longer just a toy. He was alive. The rabbit hopped happily through the garden, feeling the grass beneath his paws and the breeze in his fur. One day, while hopping through a field, the rabbit saw the boy walking nearby. The boy looked down and saw the rabbit. His face lit up with joy, and he ran over. "It's my Velveteen rabbit," the boy cried. The rabbit hopped over and nuzzled the boy's hand. Even though the boy could no longer pick him up and cuddle him, the love between them was still strong. The rabbit had become real, not just through magic, but through the love of the boy. And so, the Velveteen rabbit lived a happy life, hopping freely through the fields, knowing that he had been loved, and that love had made him real.